Hello, this is Leah Hughes, the nurse practitioner here at Mountain Roots Holistic Healthcare, and I just want to welcome everybody today to our very first group visit. Today, we're just going to talk about what the group visits are and kind of what the plan is and how it's going to work. So I welcome everybody. We do have an attendance sheet that we will put for every visit. You're going to see that pop up in the chat box, and you can click on that and fill that out to let us know that you're here. Let me go to the next slide here. So mostly we're going to work on healthy connections, working the power of community to support each other. And this is going to be informational, but also give people opportunity to share. And, I know a lot of things, but I definitely do not know everything. And the people in the groups often, I think, are going to have great things to share amongst each other that works for you and doesn't work things that worked and didn't work through your healing journey. So the group visits are going to be consist of two different sections. The first section is going to be discussion and education. Here we're going to do 20 to 25 minutes of education, and then we'll move into the question and answer section. So the education section, we are going to record this. During this segment, we're going to have topics. You'll get the information about what the topic is ahead of time. During this time, you can keep your camera on or off if you prefer. We will keep you muted during this time. And we do want you to know that this section is going to be recorded. So that's why we're going to keep you muted. There also, I already mentioned, but we're going to have the attendance sheet for registration purposes. And then later you'll be able to go to the website and check everything out if you missed anything, or also just if you can't even attend. Say you want to go out to a movie, or you want to go, you have a family event or something. These group visits are going to be every Wednesday from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. If you choose that you can't come, that's all right. And then I will always, or Mountain Roots will always notify you for whatever reason, if that changes, or say there's a holiday and we take the time, we skip a week. So you will know those ahead of time. The section part, this is going to be the part that we are actually going to stop the recording. So this is going to be the time that you're going to be able to share and have questions and open communication. This will be whatever left of the remainder. When we do have guest speakers, I will allow them in the question and answer section. And in case you guys are wondering, our guest speakers will sign a HIPAA form. It's called a business associate form, kind of just like you guys sign our HIPAA form with Mountain Roots or any medical practice that you do. They also are going to sign that, which keeps them from releasing any private information that they learn in the groups about you or anyone else to anybody outside of the group visit. So I just want you guys to feel safe in those visitors. So this section, not recorded. You can ask questions about the education part that we just went over, or about that topic. If there's also other questions you have about short questions about something that's going on with your particular care plan, this is the time that you can also share that if you feel comfortable, because I'm sure if you have a question about something, other people also probably have a similar question or looking for that answer. So we're going to give you the opportunity to ask those and answers. Now, I do want to let you know if the question becomes really very specific or personal to your care or requires a more in-depth, lengthy conversation, what's going to happen is I'm going to just redirect you to schedule an appointment with me to discuss that. And that way we can move on and allow all people opportunity to share in the group. So I'm really excited to share this opportunity with you. Some of the group rules that we're going to have during the group, just to kind of go over that for you, is just to respect each other, respect each other's opinions, try not to interrupt when people are speaking. I want everyone to participate. If you come, you can sit in the background. I'm not going to be upset if you just want to listen and take your time getting to know the group before you do participate. But participation is going to help make the group more active and give us, that dialogue so that people can learn things and move forward in their healing journey and get closer to the health that they're looking for quicker. We ask that everybody participating in the groups respects confidentiality. So you are signing a group consent, and part of that group consent is that you are going to assure that you're going to keep people's names and private information that you learn in the group visits to yourself and not share that with anyone else. We do ask that you refrain from discussing any particular private information outside of the group. But if you learn some really good information that you want to share with others, feel happy to share that information. Just try to leave out any specifics that would identify any personal individuals in the group. We ask that you be courteous in your interactions with everybody and with the facilitators, and try to avoid disruptive behavior. And then lastly, we want you to provide feedback. I want to know what you like about the groups, what you don't like about the groups, because this is going to be a process, and I'm going to evolve, Mountain Roots going to evolve, and so is the group. And I want you guys to let me know how we can make that better for you and make sure that you get what you need. So we do have question and answer section. We're going to ask you to raise your virtual hand, or you can type your question into the chat box when you have the opportunity. And then lastly, just a few of our upcoming speakers and that we're going to be having on Wednesdays. So next week, February 28th, we're going to have my friend and colleague, Dr. Sarah Morrison. She is a physical therapist that's trained in trauma and somatic work. And she also has an amazing therapy dog. I don't know if she's going to bring him on the Zoom call, but maybe we'll get to see him because he's super sweet. She is really, really great at helping you with stress and kind of resetting how the body is reacting to stress. So she's going to give us some really great information on what's going on in the body when we're stressed and a few helpful techniques that you can actually take away and start using right away. And then she's also going to be free for questions and answers. And she has an amazing practice. And I know some of you have already seen her. So you'll be available to check her out and see her if you'd like. Then on March 6th, that's going to be myself, and I'm going to go over SIRS, chronic inflammatory response syndrome. It's just going to be an introductory to the basics. I'm sure a lot of you probably already know some of that, but I see a lot of mold and mycotoxin patients that suffer from chronic inflammatory response syndrome, and it's very complex. So here we're just going to break down some of the basics. Don't fear, I will have lots of more information and topics on mold, mycotoxin, and SIRS coming in the future as well. Next, we're going to have Jessica McQuaid. She is the president of her company. It's called the Mold Mentor. And what Jessica does is she helps everybody on the outside. So I do the health part. She walks people who are affected with mold and mycotoxins through all the things that you have to do with remediation, testing your home, testing your office, what belongings you can keep, what you need to throw away, how you need to remediate as well. And she helps people avoid all the pitfalls that cost you lots and lots of money, because we know that there are some charlatans out there that tell you you can remediate one way and actually it doesn't actually end up getting rid of the mold. So she can save people a lot of money, and she has a wealth of knowledge. I wish I had a tenth of her knowledge, and I learned something new from her every day. So please attend that one. It's going to be fantastic. After that, we've got Matthew Kuntz. He is a dietitian and a nutritionist. He is super excited to meet the Mountain Roots community. And he's going to be giving us some information on an anti-inflammatory diet, because most of us know that a lot of things that we're suffering from and that I'm seeing here at Mountain Roots cause inflammation. And diet is such a key point to that, and some of the things that we put in our body. And he's going to give us some information, some pointers, and some things that you can take home and start doing right away as well. After that, we are going to be introducing membership, group membership. And so the next lecture that's going to be after Matthew is going to be introduction to the group memberships and all the information that's going to come along with that, and how that's going to change the practice and how you get treated. And these group visits are just a tip of the iceberg, bringing that in. We also wanted to let you know that we are starting a Facebook community for you guys. It's called Roots of Wellness. It is a private group, so members of the group visits, once you sign your consent, will be able to request access to this Facebook group so that you can come in. And we are going to, as soon as I learn a little bit more about technology, we're going to air the group visits on Facebook through the Roots of Wellness group on Wednesdays as well, from 6 to 7. So you'll have an opportunity to log in there, as well as your computer or phone with Zoom as well, which might make it a little bit easier for you guys. And then also feel free to go in there on times that we're not having group visits. If you want to share a story or ask a question, we'll be checking it frequently so we can help you guys out and help our community grow and help everyone get better and healthier and happier. So we really appreciate you guys listening to this section of the group visit, which is the discussion and education section. We are going to be asking for your feedback, excuse me, and your engagement so that we can create the best possible community for you. So you're going to see in your chat box the link to the feedback survey so you can join and give us some information. Well, again, I'm Leah Hughes. I'm the nurse practitioner and the owner here at Mountain Roots Holistic Healthcare, and I'm excited about this endeavor and starting group visits for everybody. And right now, we're going to go ahead and stop the recording. That way, we can do some questions and answers and move forward with the group visit. Thank you, everybody, and thank you for coming and checking us out.